Hello, social networking sites. I'm back with the same old crap. Let's see. Tallahassee's been hopping. Went to an arcade with Janine. Uh, got my ass schooled at putt-putt golf by one stroke. Janine, if you're watching this, I hate you. Um, but we went specifically in search of DDR, which we called them. Hey, do you have Dance Dance Revolution? They said yes. Yeah, they had In the Groove, which everyone tells me it's a better cab than DDR, but I'm a creature of habit, and I know all the DDR songs, and I know which ones I'm good at, and that's just why I wanted to go. But speaking of being a creature of habit, the people on this ITG cab were absolute archetypes of people that I knew in Largo. The At Celebration Station, there's always the same people who are on the DDR cabinet. It's that guy with the beanie, that guy with the ponytail, and the guy with, the wife beater t-shirt. And they always just, they're always there. And it was so bizarre because they absolutely own on the dance pad. And occasionally someone will come up, they'll get on, they'll fail hard, and then they'll awkwardly shuffle away, and the people who were owning it will get back on and continue to own it for the rest of the night. And that is exactly what these guys did. I didn't even try. I was like, no, if they are the archetype of the people that I know, I'm going to get completely schooled. And I didn't even try and risk it. But we played all sorts of fun games, got like roughly 100 tickets, and could afford like 3 pieces of candy. And these guys next to us had like 900 tickets or something equally ridiculous. And we were like, oh, okay, not our area. But we still had a really good time. Ari came up, not last weekend, but the weekend before, and we went to the football game. And we lost to USF, which was just humiliating because it was so humiliating, in fact, because we thought we were doing great at the beginning, and it was just this progression of us being so excited to absolutely hating everything. And a lot of my friends go to USF. My mother goes to USF, so I've been getting a lot of shit. But it's kind of funny. I feel like I have to say this because of the college environment I'm in. I ran into somebody that I knew in elementary and middle school. Knew this kid for like 9 years. And he was trying to get the seat next to me where Aubrey was standing. But she had gone to the bathroom. And he looks at me and he's like, hey, can me and my girlfriend sit there? And I said, no, my sister's there. And he looked me right in the face and he didn't recognize me. He had no idea who I was. He had no idea who my other friend was from Coachman. He recognized Janine, but it was like we were ghosts. He just saw right through me, walked right past me, took the seat anyway. I was like, okay. And it brought me back to how I used to feel when I was in 7th grade. I mean, now I would like to think that I have the confidence level of someone who is really willing to get what she wants. And I don't have a problem talking to people, and I don't have a problem putting myself out there. But when I was in 7th grade, the popular kids ruled the roost. Janine thinks of it differently, but Janine could, make friends with a Martian if given the opportunity. She just doesn't stand down to anyone. But when we were in middle school, there was just this group who, they wore the Hollister clothes, but they just had this level, this implied celebrity sort of following, that they always got first in line, all the guys talked to them, and, me and I was friends with 6 other girls, none of whom were popular, but we all existed within our own circles to a degree. And even though those feelings have passed of inferiority, I mean, I'm in Tallahassee, I have my associate's degree, I'm working on my bachelor's, and I'm 18. And that's cool. I love it. It definitely makes me feel like I can do anything. I have a secure job at the newspaper, I have good friends, but the second I saw somebody who had been in that upper echelon from when I was, younger, I mean, this kid picked on me. A bunch of kids picked on me. And the minute I saw him, I reverted into that frightened scared kid that was like, oh my god, he's gonna judge me based on the next 4 syllables that come out of my mouth. And it was funny because I don't know what was weirder. The fact that I don't think he did judge me, and that he really just didn't care. He was very blatantly, okay, cool, whatever, walked right by me. And to a degree, it doesn't matter what stature you elevate yourself up to. To some people, you're always going to be that 7th grader with the Yu-Gi-Oh t-shirt. And to yourself, that person's always kind of going to be stuck inside of you. Kind of afraid. But you have to rise above and wear your internal Yu-Gi-Oh t-shirt with pride and not let people take your seats. I think that's the real moral of the story here. But anyway, Aubrey came up. She met Tom and Christina and Neil, and she loved Christina particularly, and we all just went to Sakura, best sushi restaurant in Tallahassee. I left my wallet there and didn't realize it till 2 days later, and when I called them, they said that they were going to call me, but they figured I would just come in eventually, which just proves that my money spending habits are outrageous. But, yeah, besides that, I visited home for the weekend. Christina and I drove down to the lovely and beautiful Tampa Bay area, where I hung out with Alyssa, wonderful Alyssa, and her insane pug. She got a pug. And that dog is crazy. He's very cute. He's a lot softer than I would give pugs credit for, but he, like, yowled along at SETI when we were playing the Beatles rock band, and that was ridiculous. But it was great to see her and Cody. Saw Evan. Saw Colby for all of a minute and a half. I saw Alexis. Hung out with her for the past 2 times I've been down there. I have mismanaged my time in such a way that I've gotten literally all of 45 minutes with her. So my goal on my next trip is to like just dedicate like a day of it. Speaking of dedicating a day, I spent like almost the entire day with Nina Marie Saratella, which was pretty baller. We went to International Mall and spent our money, and it was fun. The first time we hung out, we went to International Mall, so it was like blast from the past, and it's just so much fun. We just talked about our boyfriends and the popular kids and stuff in general, and that was good. And I did get to spend a lot of quality time with my boyfriend. Not enough, as usual. And it was a very hard weekend for us. I mean, the distance is definitely a problem. It's frightening. It had been 2 weeks since I'd seen him, and I know that's not very long. I know a lot of couples who are states apart, who get to see each other once a month, and I know other couples who don't get to see each other more than 3 or 4 times a year. And you can't really, it's hard to compare on that spectrum because we're only 4 hours away from each other. But it builds up, and it gets hard, and it was definitely a very big, very painful bump for both of us to try and go over and talk things out. And I think we've reached a very good, even ground right now. I sent a care package today, so I hope that goes over well. And we just, we're coordinating our schedules. We're working on financials. We're working on education. We have plans. We have goals. And we have big mile markers to look forward to. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. I'm actually going to a Halloween party, and I hate parties, so I'll let you know how that goes. But anyway, I feel like we got over a hurdle, and I think it has made us stronger, and I hope that we continue to stay on this level that we have created. So I'm excited. This weekend is parent weekend. My parents are coming up. I don't know if they're bringing my sister, but that would be cool too. And I'm going to show them around Tallahassee. They already know what's up pretty much, but now that I know my way, it's a little cooler. We're going to go to the football game, where hopefully we won't get stomped, because that's just embarrassing. Again. And midterms are coming up. So studying needs to be had. Like, I never used to study very much, except for subjects I was, like, really bad at. Math, science, biology, anatomy. But I need to know my shit for these midterms. And studying is taking on a whole new meaning. I stay in to do homework more nights a week than I do anything. And Christina will attest to that. But it's definitely something you have to work at, which when I was younger, I never had to work to do well at school. And now it's putting your best foot forward. It's throwing yourself into your essays and throwing yourself into your articles and chasing things because you want them. And it's exciting. Everything is exciting. Everything is an opportunity, a possibility. It's a broad scope upon which to imprint yourself. And I'm trying to just pull myself up by my bootstraps, as my religions teacher so frequently says, and really get somewhere important. So that's all from Tallahassee for this week. I'll let you know what's going on after midterms, and stay classy.